Off he goes. Just on his way now to calibrate the GPS on the grass field. Looks to be something missing, no header. Hopper open and he's in a grass field. Like I say, he's just calibrating the GPS. We've had a load of oilseed rape go out this morning. There's that much left, probably around 20 tonne. So that can go, it's worth a good price at the moment. So whoever's held on to it for that price has done well. We've got a little bit as well that's ours, so that'll be good. First batch of cooling barley is out of the dryer now. So that's in here. It's not too bad, to be fair. A little tiny bit of wheat in, but nothing major. So that's the second batch circulating now, cooling down. More going in here. Stuff off the drying floor is nearly been over dried. So we're going to have to cut some more wet stuff today to blend with it, because this is down to about 11%. So we'll mix that with some that we cut later on. And we've got some on a trailer as well that we cut last night. So we'll mix all that together, get it in the batch dryer, get it cooled, and get a nice average of sort of like 14.5%, 15%, because that's what it needs to be to sale. If we dry it too much, we've lost money because we've sold it and water. James just used a new brush brushing the yard on Andrew's little JCB. It's well handy. New toilet seat fitted in the offices and a new light bulb. Just a shame it doesn't quite fit in the fitting properly. Just in the offices now, washing my hands I think. Adam's been out turning the headlands straw so it dries out a bit quicker when we drive on it. That's just another cost to straw production. Topping up with AdBlue, topping up with diesel, so it's used, we've cut about 45-50 acres and it's used probably 400 or 500 litres of diesel maybe. No, probably not quite. It's about 350-400 litres of diesel. Just off on the road now with the combine, so we've got a switch up here, put it into road mode. That turns the hydraulics off at the front so that we can't hit anything that we shouldn't, like send the auger out or drop the front down or whatever. And it also allows it to go to its maximum speed, because it won't go maximum speed unless everything's turned off, for safety reasons obviously. This actually does 40k on the road, which is about 25 mile an hour, so it's pretty quick. But you can only do that on like a really straight road and a dual carriageway. On rural roads you can't, because you're just too wide and you're going to get in a muddle. Centre belt stop there, so I'm just going to undo the door at the bottom and see what's in it. Folded that down now. I think it was just like a little stone or something, or a bit of tufty bramble or something from the hedge. So I'll fold that back up and off we go. Just cutting this end, and you see it's a bit grassy. Put the chopper on, I'm going to chop the endlets from now on. Got a lucky hedgehog there, just nooched out onto the header. Which I'm going to put next. Just sorting it, just these wheels better. Just back out now, 33 acre block. Got the chopper on, chopping. Can we get the screen up bigger? There we go, blasting it all out the back. Fertiliser has never been as dear, and straw, when you chop it in, it's got a P and a K value, it's a phosphate and potash value. So we may as well chop it, put it back in the field. We'd have to buy it in, unless it's worth more as straw. But seeing how people don't want to pay for it, and fertiliser's expensive now, straw should be expensive, but for some reason the markets haven't reacted yet. So I'll probably do what most farmers do, turn the choppers on, chop it back in, and then by the time the price rises it's too late then, because we've finished combining. Andrew's got the dump trailer on because we didn't want to take the silage sides off the other trailer, so we thought, well, we'd see how much grain we could fit in the dump trailer. I think we might fit about 12 tonne in it, so he's pressure washed it out this morning and sanitised it. So we'll try it and see what we get in. Got the GPS on now, that's making it a bit easier, especially when you're emptying the trailers. Someone was saying I need to put this on my head. Well, that's what I can see now anyway. I'm not actually steering. Combine steering itself by that little box up there. There's the crane going into the trailer, and obviously there it is going in there. an audience here. Fast Track's driving back. Adam's nearly spilling it. So much easier with the GPS on, you just basically don't have to steer and everything's dead straight. So he's got to drive straight then, and the combine drives straight. Everyone's a winner. Just calibrating the yield meter, so it's emptied the tank, started it off, it'll weigh what goes in the tank, well it'll work out what it thinks it's put in the tank, then I'll weigh the load, type it in, and it should be right. Cheerful Charlie's here, quality agronomist. So I've calibrated the weigh loader now, and it's doing between, I don't know, 3.5 ton, 2 ton to the acre. It's not doing too bad at all. I've taught you through the screen anyway while we're here, so we've got like how much percent the tank's full, that's all the rotors and stuff, and I can click on them and see them all and change the speeds if I need to. Dashboard here, there's my loss monitors and how much grade's going through my return elevator, which is down there. Got engine horsepower using 37% at the moment. We've got fuel use, and then we've got how many feet until the tank's full. So that really wants to change into meters. So if you know you're coming along the field and you think, oh, I've only got 300 meters left to go, am I going to fit in the tank? That'll tell you. That's the height I'm cutting at, so it floats along the floor at the moment. So it's following the contours and flex if it needs to. What else I'm going to show you? I'm in second gear. I probably should be in first to be fair. That's telling me it needs a 10-hour service, but it's a lie because I've not reset it from when they serviced it from new. It's just the engine's been idle for more than 10 hours since it came. That's supposed to be the moisture. I don't think it is 9.9%. Again, I've not calibrated that just yet. That's the clearance on the concave, and that's the rev per minute of the drum, and that's the revs per minute of the rotors. And I can flick between that camera, which is at the back, and then I can put that camera on, but that really camera is actually over there, so that doesn't do anything at the moment. So I can put an extra one on. And then that's my joystick there, so that's like the emergency stop to stop the front of it over up a rock. That does the reel, which is the red bit, up, down, in and out. That's the up and down of the main bit. This turns the steering on and off. And then this is what we call the hotkey, so if you press that, it brings up this other menu here, and I can scan up and down with them arrows and pick different functions. There's a trigger underneath there to change them, so I can use them. And then we've got in and out of the auger, and auger on and off on there as well. Engine revs, Bluetooth, thresher engage, front engage, gears, manual adjustments of some of the other settings, sieves, rotors and different things. Side knife on and off, tank's empty, and half speed for the auger for emptying, so topping trailers off. Steering wheel, indicators, horn, brakes and handbrake. Another field ticked off. Off we go to the next. We've got bigger when they cut, don't we? Especially when there's all them rows of straw. Moving the header with the Merlot today again. It's just more manoeuvrable, and it saves taking a tractor off a trailer as well. Cutting along this hedge now, and that is fly tipping, so you can see a big bit of it, but the annoying thing is I know there's concrete stones and bricks and different things that I can't see in the crop, so I'm going to have to lift up and basically miss a big patch out of corn, which next year will be growing, so we'll have barley growing and whatever. You can see where they've driven in and looped round there, because I don't want to combine up any debris. What complete idiots. So all that rubbish tipped, just because someone's too lazy to tow the tip, or they don't want to pay for the disposal. They don't half have low hitches, John Deere, to keep catching all that straw, like rolling it up. Dropping up the trailer now, we've had them. Coming up to a patch here that's been like eaten by pigeons. Andrew now. Andrew, slow down. The auger on this takes ages to stop because it's got to empty itself. So when the lads go too fast, he's doing it again. Stop! Watch! Ugh. He's on his phone and he's just not paying attention. He thinks the trailer's 25 foot long and it's not. Right, we'll try again. I don't know if you can see, but I've been like signalling to him off camera to slow down, going like that. They call that doing a CLARKSON now, don't they? Slow down a little bit. There we go. Fill the front now because the back's nearly overflowing. Just about mastered it. Now we're getting to the end of the field. Andrew's not carted yet this season, so he's a little bit rusty. To show you this in slow motion because I'm not cutting here but I'm just cutting there. You can see perfectly how the belts work. It's like your suitcases at the airport, isn't it? They come along and go around the bend and you grab them. Oh, I've gone wrong here there now. There we go. Look at that. Another one ticked off. Taking the header off now. Favourite bit? Not. Back at HQ in daylight again. Got the shed buildings going. Up on the roof, drinking tea. How much have you got left to do?
A little bit, yeah. Better than 2 hours. Go up and have a look.
Shed update. Hey, looks alright from under here. Peter's Wendy house is nearly finished. Another field of... Another 2 fields done. And back in. Blue skies, still warm. Time for a barbecue, I think. There's no point in pushing it. We've got good weather all next week, so we're not going to push it too much. Anyway, what have you been up to today? Obviously, I've been combining, and we've been building a shed, and we've been drying grain. What have you been doing? Leave a comment below anyway, and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, another video's over here. Subscribed over there. And here's an outro from Chris, who came putting a solenoid on the fence because there was something wrong with the fence. We come and did that this morning, so he sent me an outro, so here's that, and I'll see you tomorrow.